chain Narayana Health had a strong debut on Dalal Street, listing at a premium of almost 20% to its offer price. As the name suggests, this is a hospital chain with a heart. It specializes in cardiac surgeries with an eye on affordability. With 23 hospitals and counting, Narayana Health is the dream child of Padma Bhushan award winner pediatric heart surgeon Dr. Devi Shetty, who has one of the highest success rates in cardiac surgeries in India. The number of major heart surgeries conducted in a day at 30 to 35 has drawn comparisons to assembly lines of Henry Ford. Dr. Shetty himself operates on 9 to 10 children a day, and that's probably why the market is granting a high valuation of over 60 times FY17 earnings.
And I catch Dr. Devi Shetty, the big man, the force behind Narayana Healthcare, right here in his pediatric surgery division at Bangalore. Dr. Shetty, thank you very much for joining me. I know the day has begun, as always, as early as 8 a.m. and I believe you must have already seen a record number of patients.
Yes.
Well, now that the share is listed and the bulk of the financial work is done, what is the vision ahead for Narayana Healthcare if you have to look, say, 5 years down the line?
We would like to be one of the largest healthcare players in this part of the world. In the process, our cost of healthcare will come down and the quality will improve. Ultimately, this industry is extremely sensitive to the numbers. As you do more operations, your results get better. As you do more operations, your cost goes down. And this is what we want to achieve.
Okay. Well, let me introduce a note of business. Since once you enter the share market, inevitably those questions come.
Yes.
As a visionary and as someone who has seen healthcare both in UK and in Calcutta and in places like Bangalore and Mumbai, which are more business-like, is charity really profitable? Is it a place, is it a concept for stock markets at all?
Charity is not scalable. Good business principles are scalable. Economy of 21st century will be driven by health sector. This is the industry today which is $7.4 trillion industry, which has the capacity to create the maximum number of jobs in this part of the world. So there is no doubt that healthcare, if it has to reach out to everyone, we have to reduce the cost, make it affordable, but not as a free treatment.
Yeah.
Because the richest man in this world cannot offer free treatment to everybody.
Yep. No, I take your point that, I mean, nobody expects free treatment. But, you know, the stock market is a place where people hanker after profit. They want their money to make more money. So, should this have been a way to raise money for you at all? That is my question.
Yes.
Should you have looked at other avenues like perhaps grants and endowments? A stock market investor typically looks for profit. Will you be able to give him that?
India is short of 3 million beds. Someone has to create these 3 million beds. I don't think any government in this world can create that many beds, because simply there isn't that kind of wealth.
Absolutely.
So money has to come from somewhere. Grants, donations, endowments can be the seed money to start the activity. But for that to scale up, it has to be run like a business. And there will be investors who will invest money, and they should be excited with the returns what they get. But the added benefit is that they're going to change the world. They're going to make, they're going to save millions of lives. But one thing for sure, if we do not earn money for the money what is invested, we all are going to die.
Yes.
So it is as simple as that. When Mayo Clinic started, the nuns who were managing Mayo Clinic had an apron with a very interesting the caption, the interesting statement written, "No money, no mission."
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Oh yes, I mean, I take your point. All I'm saying is that, you know, a market investor, whether it's a private equity investor, the big guys who invested in as seed capital, or the ones who will eventually buy your shares and bring more money, will want to know, what kind of money can be made with affordable, good health care. Now, if you work on smaller margins, for instance, if you make, say, 10% in terms of margins against, for-profit organizations, which make, say, 25%, logically you should have more numbers.
Exactly.
Are you confident that you will make up with volume what you lose on margin?
There is no doubt about it. I'll just give you one example of heart operation.
Okay.
Forget about all the other treatment. India requires close to 20 lakh heart surgeries a year.
Oh.
All the heart surgeons in the country put together perform about 1,20,000 or 1,30,000 heart surgeries a year. What happens to the rest? They perish gradually over a period of time. How long are you going to accept it? People today are willing to pay for, as long as the quality is good, as long as the charges what they pay is what they can afford, people are willing to pay. We have mobile phone business has taught us a very interesting lesson. Mobile phone companies are not charitable companies, and they have touched the lives of billions of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is what we are trying to reproduce in our own way, because this is the absolute requirement for the preserving the nation, preserving the society.
Let me talk a bit of numbers, since contrary to all that your staff said, you are, I think, as well versed in business as you are in medicine. What kind of growth do you envision? Do you see the revenues grow at 20%, at 25%, at 30%? Broad, you will have some broad numbers in mind. I am not tying you down to a decimal point. But broadly, what kind of growth over, say, the next 5 years?
I can't give you the exact number,
no, you
but we have to grow and create a healthy margin, because that's the only way we can attract the talent. That's the only way we can upgrade the infrastructure, buy new machines, expand ourselves. So we have to grow. And we have to grow to an extent that whatever investment is made, it gets decent return.
Let's take a break, and thereafter we will be joined by the CEO, Dr. Raghuvanshi, as well, who I understand will be more precise in the numbers. We are back with Dr. Devi Shetty and Dr. Raghuvanshi in a minute after this break.